upload this later on. We'll make sure we put all that stuff in the description. There you go. You got plugged in right there. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out.
Oh, you got the physical copy.
Yeah, the Jake fire too, yo. If you haven't gotten it already, I highly suggest it, yo. Like, it's a good book, man. I got the book version.
I was gonna say
too.
if you matter of fact, that's what I do. You go on thesilencestore.com and use the code FMF. After this episode is over, you can get 50% off.
Ooh,
There we go.
Let's go.
Oh, hello.
Look who it is.
Mr. Jason Love. How you doing, man?
It was goody.
We're just doing a little podcast here and figured that we would have a little conversation with you to see exactly how all this was for you as well.
Oh my gosh.
Cool. That's why I chimed in. Catch y'all. See what's up.
Jason, give me a genuine review. How was it?
You want a number scale or just like
Numbers sounds like it could be hurtful, but if it's a high number, sure.
Like a 4.
100%, 9 out of 10.
Really? 9 out of 10. Who's like, if I should feel diminished as a man as a result of this, like the narrative is very, very strong. I just want to get your thoughts on that, and if how people should think about that in the context of me being, the silent third party in all this.
Well, I don't know. Like, if you look at it in the business aspect, then basically it was just a job, She's high up in her ranks. I'm high up in my ranks. Us two together obviously would make the most amounts of money. So it's not so much being a cook. If you're comfortable with it, y'all communicated it prior. Obviously, she said y'all did. So it's not really a situation. It's more of like two people coming and making an understanding.
Yeah.
So if you cool with it, then, it is what it is. Me personally, I don't know if I have enough in me to allow it, but everyone's different. Everyone have different levels of, how I say, mental maturity.
Lena is just like shriveling up into a ball right now. I can see how uncomfortable this is making you.
Yes, this is making me very uncomfortable, and I'm glad that he's only, on Zoom and not here right now.
You think that would be awkward?
Yes. Also, I feel like I'd feel a lot of sexual tension, and I felt like we would have to do a scene if you guys were both here.
See, she's out of control now. She's on a tear.
I've been known to have that effect. I apologize.
See, all right. Now I'm going to have to really mind you next time you're going to an adult event that he's going to be at, right?
No, but I would be turned on if you were there.
Ah.
Yeah, it's like you're part of it.
So you think that if me and you go out to a party and we see him, that there's a chance that we'd all end up hooking up after?
I don't know what his stance is on working with you.
Oh, wow. Good point, yeah. As long as I'm not sitting in a chair with my arms tied behind my back or whatever.
You gotta hold the camera for one shot.
Right. So if we do choose to have another kid, how am I going to know it's mine and not...
Oh my God, I can't... No, cut. What?
What?
Don't even bring that up. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's one of the good memes that people have been passing around. It's like me cuddling with your belly and it's a little black kid inside it.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Oh, we're going to do like a full-length interview at some point, but I appreciate you banging my wife. And
knock it out. That's what I do.
Hey, I absolutely, I cannot hold it against you, my friend.
Did you see it yet?
I saw a few of the clips, and yeah, I think you put it down.
I believe if it was mainstream, it probably would win an award.
Oh, well, that's a big idea.
My assistant did give me the idea to submit it for an AVN. I was like, I don't know. I feel like this might be crossing the line.
Yeah, Pound Town. You just left Pound Town.
I was going to call it the wedding gift.
For the record, it's not literally your wedding gift, but it was something that we kind of like felt more comfortable with after the wedding and whatnot, right?
It just makes sense. That's what everyone's latching onto. They just got married, you know? So.
All right, Mr. Love, appreciate you.
Bye, Jason.
Thank you.
The bodyguard, homie, beat the shit out of her for a little bit, you know?
Hey, yo, my man, I got next.
Huh?
Hey, yo, my man, I got next.
You said you want next?
Nah, I said I have a good time with the best. Yo, why is he so happy? It's my turn. You told me it was my turn.
So Lena, this is my buddy Neon. He's of age, I promise. So Neon, go ahead and smile and wave. Give her a wave. So
what's up, Neon?
Nice to meet you.
My boy Neon here. He's a great guy. He just hasn't had the fortune enough to have sex yet. But he's ready.
I have a question, Mr. Adam.
Yeah.
What the is wrong with you, bro? Like, are you like genuinely okay in that? Like, genuine question, bro. Are you fucking psycho?
What is the thing that you think makes me psycho?
I mean, you let your wife literally get by a black guy, bro. Like, are you fucking stupid?
Well, it's just one guy. It's not really a.
Hold on. Let's backtrack, Neon, really quick.
Because I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Muslim and I don't fuck with this shit. Dead ass. That's why I'm a virgin. I'm waiting for marriage, and I don't fuck with this.
So Allah told you to not get any pussy or what? Or did you read it in the Quran somewhere?
Yo, Neon.
I don't know who in their right mind is f***ing you, first off. Second off, if I wanted to, I could easily f*** your bitch. I put that on my mother's life. Wallahi. F*** you. So, Lena, do you think I look good? Be honest.
No, I'm not down. I just saw this whole interaction play out, and I was like, definitely not f***ing this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I have a higher net worth than you, unless you got really, really lucky on Bitcoin.
Don't care. You're gonna burn in hell. You have literally no morals in your wife. So I said it. I don't give a f***.
There is no hell.
Okay.
I'm gonna do great in the afterlife, and my wife is a beautiful queen, Neon.
Okay. Cool.
So you really think that her value?
I think you're actually more delusional than that fat tranny I talked to put on God.
Entering her besides my own.
Huh?
You really think that one entering her depleted her value that dramatically?
Yes.
I can assure you it wasn't that big a deal.
Oh, say that.
That was a lot, right?
That was a lot. So
hey, bro, I ain't never seen a white Muslim before.
let's go. You said a white Muslim?
Yeah, I never seen a white Muslim before.
I guess they got some. Only time I've seen some. Y'all remember that? I don't know if y'all seen the Malcolm X movie. And remember, he was like, he went I guess over there. I don't know what's called, like the some big place where Muslims they pray, Mecca. And he said that. Remember, he said he shared he shared with all nationalities. He was white, black, all types of Muslims. So I guess there is some white Muslims. Yeah, yeah. But question is, I mean that's going where we've gone mainstream with people doing crazy stuff. I mean that's something that used to be hidden behind doors. So with this, do y'all think that this is gonna have any type of damage to how we live and how we're gonna conduct when it comes to marriage? Do y'all think that, or you think this is just like some whatever, ain't nobody gonna pay attention to it?
One is it's none of our business, but people put their business out in the media now, so everybody know about it. Two, I don't think it's gonna affect civilization as a whole, but I know that dude hurting. Adam 22. I know he hurting. He was hiding behind them shades. He can't have them. It's only a matter of time before we hear about their divorce. It might be a year or two. But they go get divorced, and so what? He got millions of dollars, so it's gonna be an easier blow for him, as far as on a human level. But he got to be hurting inside. Like you just let a man then go stretch your wife out. It's another interview with the dude. The guy's name is Jason Love. He's a spicy star, and he is like up there or whatever. Don't ask me how I know that, but He had another interview where he was describing what was going on in a video. First of all, she a horrible performer. It couldn't have been 9 out of 10. And he was saying like she hadn't been stretched out in a while, so he like kind of came quick in her or whatever. Like
that's crazy.
Like basically a slight to what her husband was able to do compared to what he could do. Like, and he cream patted her. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Probably what's your take before I respond?
Man, these I'm sorry, these topics is dumb to me, man. I can't. these topics is dumb to me. Like I don't know why people even give these type of topics time like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the majority of people ain't doing it. Majority of people not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, like, I would never. I just couldn't. It's like I couldn't do it.
Hey, Paul,
You
let
know?
me ask you this. Paul, let me ask you this. So, when G was saying that Adam 22 and his wife make OnlyFans porn, they be having threesomes with other women and stuff. So he's like slept with a bunch of other women. But tell me if you were in that situation, it don't matter how many women you slept with. The one time another dude, get up in your girl, you could be hurting. It don't matter. It ain't gonna
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's human nature. I think what happened is, though, over time, people learn to deal and cope with situations. Like, I don't know no woman that want to share their guy, but they learn to cope and deal with it, depending on your upbringing too. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why. But I understand finance. Let's talk finances now. The finance aspect is a business move. You know what I'm saying? It's a business move. They making money off of it. They profiting from it, not only from the actual act, but now they got this going around and everybody giving it attention. He probably doing crazy numbers on this podcast now, making money off of that. People worried about what somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
that's kind of wild to me.
The rumor is kind of like, he's been having some, he had them black dudes left the podcast over some racial shit or whatever that was on his podcast. He had 2 black dudes working with him originally, so his numbers have been down for like months and months. So they saying this was a way for him to turn it around and get back on top as far as popular podcasts.
Yeah, so his lady got on top. You know what I'm saying? To get him back on top. You know what I'm saying?
Paul, you learning, Paul. You learning.
But at the end of the day, man, is that conducive to community building? Is that conducive to, your children and raising your kids and stuff up? No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, people do what they're doing, man. Swinging and prostitution, all this stuff been around for centuries.
4, 3, 2, yeah, go and chill, yeah. Now watching this video, man, you ain't subscribed yet? Man, you got about 5 more seconds to go and subscribe. I'm gonna finish up with this person right here, man. Hey, subscribe to this channel, man. We got work to do. All right, let's get back to it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that stuff been around forever, but yeah, man, like, no.
I think women are better equipped to deal with their guy sleeping with somebody else, opposed to us. We'll be crushed for real, bro. Like, we can try to hide that pain with money. No, none can really, heal that pain.
Especially, man, you got your lady up there. Like, it was a little funny at first, but then I was like, nah, man.
Yeah.
Cause you sit there laughing and joking about it in his face and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Homeboy, talking about your lady and stuff like that, man. Like, that's just different. You know what I'm saying? That's different. And I'm not on that wavelength. I'm not on that wavelength. I talked about, now, have I talked to women about like open relationship and stuff like that? I've had discussions about those type of things. I don't want to know it though. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm like, keep that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? But if we're gonna be in a real committed relationship and things like that, no, man.
You even heard Jason Love say, he not equipped to deal with it like that. If he had like somebody he was married to, he wouldn't even deal with it. And he a porn star. Like much people as he sleeps with, he was like, I couldn't deal with that. Another man dealing with my partner or whatever like that.
Yeah, so most guys can't receive what they dish out. And the 2 points that I'm gonna bring up about this topic is, one, how desensitized we are as a society to sexual things. And actually there's multiple points I'm gonna make out. Is money isn't everything, and this is one of the reasons why, because now it goes into demoralization, and also this is also why I said traditional meets traditional, modern meets modern, because I do know people that do the same thing. Now, there's a lot of guys that haven't accepted the sharing of their partner, especially their wife. I don't know these people. I don't know, all of the backstory and all of that stuff. But just off of the clip, um, it could be seen as a financial move. You get some financial gain, but like you said, look at all the attention that you're getting. You would like to think that you can keep things in house, but those things are not going to stay in house, and you're going to be influenced. The next time that they go to have sex, it's supposed to be intimate, it's supposed to be a connection, but he's not going to be able to separate uh, his thoughts. She's not either. So, with both parties thinking outside of the act, you're not connected. So now that bond isn't there. Now that intimacy isn't being shared. And if that is happening, if that continues for whatever is the breaking, you're going to reach a breaking point. And unfortunately, it can lead to a divorce or a breakup, separation, or just high tension in an unhappy marriage. Um, that's why I don't harbor on, like, yeah, there's duty, but if you don't have the morals to the duty, because his wife could have just been, she probably just got the okay from his man, from her man, and he just only thought about it from the financial aspect. I mean, if both of them are doing this type of stuff, it's just the industry, it's just business. No, it's not. That's why business is personal. It depends what business you get in, and you can do anything to make money. I was even falling into the realm of trying to find content to put up here. I was even scrolling some shorts on YouTube, and I came across the Tate brothers, and that's literally how Andrew Tate became a millionaire. His first millions. He said, okay, before OF and all of that, he saw that this was something that could be tapped into. So he got all these girls that liked him, all these girlfriends from across the globe, and I'm gonna put y'all on camera. He became a virtual pimp, basically, made millions of dollars off of it. Now he's the guy who's giving, relationship advice.
That's a hell of a financial plan, you know what I'm saying?
It's anything could be a business move if you know business. But that's why learn sales, but you don't have to jump into any business. But if you know sales, you could be a good salesman in any business, But that's why we got to have the importance behind topics like this, I would say, is being able to communicate, because the younger generation, thankfully, that young man that came on is established with some morals and some principles and a good fellowship around him, that he said, no, I'm saving myself purity for marriage and things of that nature. He's raised differently than what today's society is. He's more of a traditional mentality. That's why I say modern meets modern, because two modern mentalities could sell sex together and make a profit off of it. But it still has to be communication. It still has to be boundaries. It still has to be respect. And I think all of that was just crossed on this point. But if bruh is willing to tolerate it and he thinks he can withstand it, then who are us to, one, judge? I mean, you're going to be judged regardless. But who are we to judge? And it doesn't matter what we judge if they are able and capable of withstanding that. But I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm not sharing, man. I'm not sharing, man, bro. That is a no-no.
What about you, G? What's your perspective?
It's a mixture of everybody. I think it's stupid. I think the topics, I think the main, overall, the topic, it is stupid, like Paul said, but I think we should always look at things in a broader way and not always looking at it small. We've explained, and we said this multiple times, that media, any type of media, social media, it curves and it highlights on what's going to happen next for the most part, and a lot of people are impressionable.
Mm-hmm.
Now we see that things happen, and people are, honestly, the majority of people are slow. Just offhand. Most people are just slow. They don't have a lot of common sense. They're followers. So if they see something over repetitively happening in social media, they're going to think that it's okay. And I think that we see it as small now in July of 2023, but I think it'll be more and more of a not an anomaly, and there'll be more and more of this happening, and more families not being strong enough for the kids, and which entails builds horrible kids and horrible families. And I'm saying that everybody's going to do it, but I think eventually it's going to be a snowfall when people are just doing stupid stuff and not valuing what marriage really is. We already got we can already say it. They got man, women. They already started with that, and I guarantee somebody thought that was stupid at one point. If y'all would agree, that was probably stupid at one point. It's a stupid topic. This is dumb. It would never happen, and we see it now happening. I think this is another thing that may be able to keep on, will happen in the future. And I think that as men, we should continue to stand up for what is right and what is wrong. I can't stop them, and there's no way I can stop you. People gonna do what they're gonna do, but I will stand strong and stand on my 10 toes and say certain things are just wrong, and I don't think it should be done.
I don't think it should be normalized.
Yeah, I don't think exactly.
I got a question for y'all. What's the part that's wrong? What would y'all say? We say is wrong. What's the part that y'all feel is wrong?
It's violating the sanctity of the marriage.
God Almighty, Trey, there it go right there. If you take them, that's one thing that I always kept as a young OG, young player. You feel me?
Yeah.
It was the number one rule I learned from old heads was when you out, even when I was young, out talking to women, you could talk to somebody's girlfriend, you could talk to somebody's ex junk maybe, but one thing we was on the street was like, you do not mess with a married woman.
Oh, you still here? You ain't subscribed yet? Hit that button, my man. Hit that button to subscribe.
Because they took that vow on the God, and I don't touch that. Y'all took that vow. If you married Shawty, I don't even want to know your. I don't even know nothing about you. I don't need to know your number, nothing like that. Because they took God seriously when y'all took them vows. It means something, and I mean that with even if my homeboys, if they married and they up there doing some wild stuff, I'm gonna let you know, bro. I don't think you should do that, bro. That's just how I am. That's the type of man I am, and I'm gonna check you because you made that vow to her, and you made that vow to God, so you need to go ahead and stand 10 toes on it.
Right.
So I think that's the part where I think is wrong. 100% me.
What do the vows tell us? What do the vows tell us is the rule as far as a marriage? I'm asking honestly because I don't know nothing about it. But.
Well, in today's society, you can write your own vows, so you really can set the own standard for the marriage, and that's why I keep on coming back to what makes things work. The longevity is communication and trust. All of the standards for marriage, all of the things that need to be provided by both parties, what roles, who gonna uphold what, who does what, and what the goal is. All of that need to be communicated. What's your idea of community and family, and all of that needs to be communicated prior to a ring being put on anybody's finger or being proposed. You need to talk to the family. Even if they disagree, they still need to know your presence. You know what I mean? They still need to know, well, this is happening, So when it comes to the vows, the tradition, modern traditional, the traditional vows states that you are only to have this bond with this one person. So once you're breaking a word when it comes to your woman and God, and it's going to affect you spiritually, because when you get married, bro, you become one. It's unity. You know what I'm saying?
But in the traditional vows, it's like the preacher gonna say, "Another man shall not dicketh down my wife," or nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not very specific.
What Quis saying is, now it's been a long time for me, Trey. Yours might be a little bit more recent. It's like, you now take this man or woman to be a lawfully wedded wife, to have in the whole, to signature health ritual before.
They don't say.
But I don't recall it saying nothing about that.
That's where adultery comes. That's what adultery is. You having sex outside of your marriage. That's adultery, bro. That's original. That's original definition of adultery. You can't.
That's in the 10 Commandments. I think what Keith's saying is the vows.
Is that a European concept?
No, that's the Bible's concept. Marriage came along because of Christianity. It came from the Bible, so that's where marriage came from. So it was always a.
So you talk about the thing that the white people brought over from.
I already see where Keith was going, man.
No, I don't think Christianity was a white thing, because back then in Israel they were all black people. Maybe the black people were lost over here and white people brought the book over here, but it was originated from black people. We were the first people. Jesus was over there. It was over in Israel.
Not the King James version. Not the King James.
Yeah, you're right. Not the King James version.
The one we use in church and stuff is not.
Yeah, you're right about that. King James, he was a wild boy. Y'all know his history? He was a wild boy. That's all we gotta say. He was a wild boy.
All kings.
He was a wild. But we ain't got to go that far on it. But overall, as far as overall the unity of it, I mean, I think it's wrong. Overall on the topic, we ain't gonna keep on going up. I don't think it's a good move. I don't think it's a good look on society, because of course we're people are impressionable, and they see this and it's it's putting their brain. I just think it's wrong. Everybody got their opinion. What's your final thought on y'all?
I got one last question. I know we only trying to stay 25 minutes, but of course this one will run a little longer. And I agree with Trey when it comes to like the spiritual connection with someone, like that it can affect that. But as far as everything else, like whether it be marriage, whether it be you just dating, whether you just in a situationship, do you think here in America are we desensitized to sex, or are we like the only place on the world that makes it such a big deal, whether it be the act of sex, whether it be orientation? Because as far as what I know, other countries, sex isn't a big deal. It's human. Your orientation, like you don't see anybody waving flags or the media pushing any one group or anything. It's just like people are who they are, and everybody mind their own business and live their own life. But are we desensitized, or we just make our government and our society over here makes it a big deal?
Yo, that's a good point, Keith, because I know the woman I talk to now, she used to live over in France, and she said over there they got like topless beaches, and you could walk around topless, and it's like not a big deal over there. You know what I'm saying? And then you say, yo, over here, people going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Where they see something. So I think it is something where we over sexualize. I don't know if it's desensitized, but I think it's over sexualized. And then when you overstimulate it, you start wilding out. You know what I'm saying? You start wilding out. You start and you start getting into other people's business and becoming more judgmental of other people and other people's situations and stuff like that. So I think that's a point I never thought about, Keith. So I appreciate you bringing that question up, because I didn't think about it, but I heard the same things. It's not as big of a deal in other countries.
So to try to bridge this, I think that we are desensitized to sex, desensitized sexually as a people, as a society, globally. But we could be over-sexualized because sex sells over here. Sex sells everywhere, but we're more money-based. It's a capitalism, all that stuff. We're more money-hungry over here. The country as a whole make decisions off of how much profit we can make. You know what I'm saying? So they take a lot of moral out of things and just hype up and inflate things that doesn't really add any value. I saw where they said, I think it's Norway is the happiest, deemed as the happiest country in the world. And it's like, yeah, they got free healthcare, they got, resources that they need, the actual society, no wonder you're happy. Over here is like everything, you're selfish and biased, everybody got an opinion. So I think we're desensitized sexually, because they might have topless beaches and stuff over in France. They also have like in Korea and in Asia places, they have open. They don't call them whorehouses. Yeah, you know, they have these things everywhere. Like
Shine. Get your shine on. Get your shine on, shout it.
Yeah. So hey, I put this on. I put it on everywhere. Booty cheeks, kneecaps, underarms. I got the vanilla right here. Usually, hey, I got the lavender one. It helped me sleep good. Cause I be sleeping like this, and I can smell it off my hands. I'm trying to tell you, feeling good. Y'all better rock with this.
Right.
It's that vanilla. Yeah.
Listen, man, we ain't being ashy no more. Hygiene. Hygiene is important. You need to get your shine. It's hydrating. It's light. It lasts all day. You don't got to use a lot, and it's good from face to foot.
Historically, I don't really use lotion or nothing like that because I'm like in a hybrid, light skin, in between dark skin motherfuckers. Coming back from vacation, I'm a little sunburnt, so I needed something to get my skin back right because I'm feeling like a reptile right now. So I'm gonna get this baby going on when I get home.
Oh, and look, you gotta shine on, everybody. Hey, look, I got like 4 cases. I got a bunch of cases. And I got the big jar too. That's old school. Y'all don't even know about that. He don't even got those no more. But look, I'm telling y'all, this shine is amazing. Help with eczema, you know, clear your skin up, all of that great stuff. So you don't want to miss out on this shine, man. Make sure y'all go get y'all a bottle of this.
All natural ingredients.
Absolutely.
Yep. Where they can find it?
So you can find this at shinecareproducts.com. Let them know that we sent you. Use the code FMF20, get you a discount.
Got to.
It can be whatever type of setup or title that you have it, but it's still selling sex, you know. It could be respected or whatever, and more respected or highlighted in other places. But over here, we're overly sexualized to the point where now we are more stimulated. You know, over there, I'm pretty sure they have, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm pretty sure that they have more sexual education, actual education around sex instead of just fear mongering around sex. They have, obviously they have I'm making an assumption, but I could tell that the children are sexually taught. Okay, like it's more pure. Sex used to be a pure thing. Like now it's just like when I used to hear about sex in the 90s as a kid, I was like, it sounds like a fun, beautiful experience. When I hear about sex now, it's kind of cringe. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
yeah, man, Pound Town, her booty hole brown.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, man, you know. Yeah,
why can't that be fun, though?
Huh?
Why can't that be fun? Like, why is it not fun anymore? Just because we know everybody else's business, or what you saying?
I didn't say it wasn't fun. I'm saying that it's devalued. It's devalued. You know?
Okay, I feel you.
So now we don't even see, like, sex used to be about connection. Even if it was a one night stand, you gotta set the mood. You got music. You got candles. You got the red light district. You used to, you know, the quiet storm and all that stuff. Like
the quiet storm.
Yeah, well, it used to be more respected. Like even if you were considered, you know, whatever the title is, a hoe or a player, it still was some type of respect. We're overly sexualized over here in America, but we're desensitized to sex as a people.
Yeah, we done. Yeah, like I said, space is done. It's almost done. It's just titties and ass and just genitals everywhere. Again, Pound Town, her booty hole is brown. That was on the radio. I'm letting y'all know that was on. I was letting y'all know.
I know you talk about Sexy Red.
Hey, do y'all ever sit down and like realize that that's out here?
Yeah.
You ever like sit down like that, like without even just relaxing like that?
It's more mainstream, but the thing is, it's been out though. You know what I'm saying? I saw some Uncle Luke videos. What that was back in like the early 90s.
Yeah,
And that J look like it can be transmitted right to the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we've been gone for decades. The world's been gone for decades.
It's just more accessible. Y'all remember Uncut, BT Uncut?
Yeah, but that was a select few though, versus like everything now. You know what I mean?
Everything. It's no hiding it.
And shout out to R&B, because R&B I see is on the increase, is getting back to the heart of what it used to be. Like I'm feeling the R&B wave right now, as far as music goes, because they're bringing back the authenticity and vocals and meaning behind the music, instead of just fuck this and bad bitch this and my dick that and pimp and all of that. You know.
See, I think everything in cycles. I think things come in cycles. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Whatever people see selling, that's what they're gonna start pushing. You know what I'm saying?
That's over here. That's what I'm talking about. That's the bullshit. That's the you money hungry. Always selling. All right, then that's what's selling. We're gonna do it. All right, but let's think about it.
R&B ain't no better than hip hop though.
Right now,
R&B ain't no better than hip hop though. They
Right
just going a different way about it. You know, they're trying to do the same thing that the hip hop artists trying to do. They just going a different way about it.
They singing about it. That's the thing. Yeah, it sounds better.
I can't agree.
Singers get away with stuff. I heard, like, I think it was Quis song. What was that? Man, I can't think of the name of the Quis song. But it's like, yo, I hope you don't feel it when you dancing on me or something like that. I was like, yo, when you were a kid, you don't think about it.
That's what I'm saying, though. It was more creative. So it was it was more creative. It wasn't as blatant. Now it's like, nah, we fucking on the dance floor, versus you making it hard for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There you go.
At least as a kid, I wouldn't know really what he's talking about. As a kid, I'd be like,
word for word in the back seat. I ain't understand why.
But now you just blatantly.
I used to get smack rapping some shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You won't get smacked now.
I used to have a Walkman on, like, rapping Mike Jones.
Walkman, yeah.
My mom stopped the headphones on me because I was singing a Mike Jones song. It was like, I forgot what it was called, but it was the one with Yin Yang Twins. And it was like, I was like giving her that Mike Jones treatment.
Looking for a dime.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, hey, thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Last thing, G, before you speaking of transmitting, tell your men out there in Houston, like I heard there's a syphilis outbreak out there, man. So y'all be I know you good, but you know.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, tell your brother, whoever, you know, you're close to, you know. Be careful.
Let them know.
All them passport bros.